Hello everyone and welcome back to the Gaming Droid and welcome back to modern Skyblock 3. And as has become sort of tradition, we're starting inside the compact machine. So as you might be able to tell, we've kind of erased the entire of the biofuel generation plant. At full speed, when it was complete and we'd got everything on there, it was generating about 12,000 RF per tick. I've switched over to this monstrosity. This is now generating 24,000 a tick. The reason we have this set up here is that these cables can take any amount of power. Like, these cables have an infinite amount that they can take. The limitation is on the connections. Each connection can only do 20,000. So as this is over 20,000, we've got 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, and 20,000. A little bit of redundancy there, just to make sure we've got enough. And then we've got this going out to the bottom and this going out to the side. So we've got two panels coming out later on. This is still running at full capacity. It's ever so slightly being beaten by the generators, but possibly ever so fractionally being beaten by the generators. 5.7? 5.7? Yeah, it might be very, very, very fractionally being beaten by the generators. And that's with 75 generators running, generating us 24,000 RF a tick. So yeah, I may upgrade that. I may add a second protein generator, because we've got enough fissures to add a second protein generator and another 75 protein things. We also created a second one of these, which is currently working through aluminium. So that one is feeding a second crate down at the bottom. That actually getting fed into the... can't remember if this is actually getting fed into the... Yeah, that one is pulling out and it's being fed into the machinery. Thought it was. And this one is currently, I think, working on uranium. Yeah, it is. So, quest-wise, I said in this one we were going to start with some chickens, and we're definitely going to be doing a bit of chickens, but I found that the chicken mod is very similar to AgriCraft in that basically you put two chickens together and they give you a third chicken. So that's the kind of methodologies. Two chickens go together and they give you another chicken. So the problem with that is that it's just an awful lot of sitting and waiting for the chicken breeder pens to work. So the ones I've got at the moment, I've got string gunpowder, I've got nickel, snowball, tanzanite, redstone, soul sand, copper, glowstone, quartz, coal and iron. We're currently waiting on rubber and topaz chickens before we can continue. Ooh, whoops. Wireless. There we go. We've got another 415 of these wireless things to go as well. That's good. Let's have a look. We've got 88,000. If we add these guys in, that's up to 129,000. But yeah, we're just waiting for these guys to breed so that we can have more of the chickens we're waiting for. So that is a big waiting game. These are really easy to make. They're just wood and straw. And then once we have chickens, we can put them into chicken pens to generate resources for us. Over here, I upgraded this to the next up level, so this can now store 8 if we go around to RF, it can store 204. No, sorry, that's the input output. It can store 3.2 GRF, and it can input and output 204,000 RF per tick. So this thing has a massive input and output, and you can see that even though the input and output say nothing, it is ticking up at a rate of hundreds of thousands of RF every second. So it's ticking up nice and quickly. Other than that, we don't really have any more quest objectives higher up than the chickens. Down in advanced mechanism, we've done most of the quests in there. We've done most of the quests in here. We've done all the quests in Aether. We could make ourselves walking storage, teleporters, sprinklers. I have done the chamois with XP. Because I wanted to do some tool repairing using mending, tool and armor repairing. So I've just used a ore dictionary to turn essence into fluid, into liquid experience, because that's what we're getting from our mob farm. We've got 22,000 buckets of it. And then the liquid experience goes up into here. We flip the lever and it just gives us experience. So that's nice and easy. That's not a problem at all. The XP drain is just the exact opposite of that. So we've got 2 quests that we need to be getting on with: Tech Reborn and Galacticraft. So the main thing I want to do is get my UU matter set up. And for that, I need a matter fabricator. This guy. So to make this guy, we need 2 extractors. We need some highly advanced machine frames, which require chrome and alloy plating. We need a lapronic energy core, which needs lapron crystals around iridium alloy plating. And we need this, which needs lapron crystals and iridium alloy plating. Now, the question was, where am I going to get iridium ingots? So I was having a look through the different kinds of things to get iridium ingots, and I found actually the easiest way to get iridium ingots is with platinum dust. If we take platinum dust and we throw it into our industrial centrifuge, we get out, I think it's 3 or 4? 2. We get out 2 iridium ingots every time we do that. So since then, I have been making up some iridium ingots because we can't actually make iridium any other way at the moment. So matter fabricator. So actually, no, we need to make some iridium plates, don't we? Let's make 1, 2, 3, 4 iridium plates. That should be enough. I think we can do this in the compactor. Yeah, we can. That'll make us some iridium plates. And the matter fabricator is actually really useful because UU matter, which is a very, very odd substance. UU matter is something that allows us to make basically anything we want. Ah, we need iridium alloy plates. Oh, we need a lot more iridium than I thought. Okay. That's fine. We can grind up some platinum in the crushing factory. We need a lot of iridium. So this gets turned into iridium plates in the compactor. Iridium alloy plates. So yeah, we're going to need a lot of platinum dust made into a lot of iridium ingots and then made into a lot of iridium alloy plates. But it's a reasonably kind of easy sequence to do. So how many iridium alloy plates do we need? We need 4 for that, and then we need 1 for this guy. And I think that should be it. So we need another extractor, which isn't too bad. We just need to make 4 of these guys. 1, 2, 4. And there's our extractor. So then we need 2 highly advanced, which is 1 and... Ooh, we don't have any... Is it titanium? Whoops. There's the titanium. So you can crush up some titanium for us. And there's my 4th plate, and that'll allow us to make another one of the advanced machine casings. So. And then we need... What? Oh, we only need 1 of those recipes because it gives us 4. That's useful. And then 1 lapronic circuit, and that gives us a matter fabricator. So we didn't actually need any more, but we're still going to make some more. So this guy is kind of interesting. Let's bring him over here and just stick him on here for now, so that he gets power. So what this guy does is this guy allows us to put in items and get matter out, get UU matter out. Now, the actual sort of recipes for UU matter are a little bit... Like, pretty much anything can be turned into UU matter. But some things are better than others. Now, what this mod pack actually recommends is it actually recommends archaic brick. It actually tells you in the mod pack to save archaic brick. It tells you as one of the tips to save archaic brick to turn into So in the meantime, as that is probably going to work and generate us UU matter, it wants us to go down the solar panel route in here. Now the solar panels will produce us power, but I don't really think it's going to be massively worthwhile. So we do need a generator. For the generator we need a battery, which is very easy to do. Except it's probably not Or Dictionary. It is Or Dictionary, I'm impressed. And then we can make a basic solar panel. And then we should be able to upgrade that with... Do we not have enough coal powder? That's fine. We'll take coal and we'll throw it in... Nope, not the advanced compressing factory, in the advanced crushing factory. So yeah, this thing's got a lot of upgrades in it at the moment. It's got 8 of 8 speed upgrades, just because it makes it ridiculously fast and easy. Now I think this should be a reasonably simple crafting chain. So that goes up to a hybrid. Did it actually detect any of those? No, it didn't, because I'm doing it wrong. So we go to Reborn, we go to Designer, and we go, yes, we have made one of these and one of these. Done, done, back. There we go. So what we need to do is we need to make it, we need to go into here, and then we need to look at it in there. And then we want the ultimate solar panel. Which is this guy, which requires crushed diamond. We do have everything except the reinforced glass, which isn't expensive. There we go, there's an ultimate solar panel. And then we want quantum solar panel. And the quantum solar panel requires crushed diamond, reinforced glass, and some energy flow circuits, which we should... We're missing the iridium alloy plating, which we need the iridium ingots for. So what we need to do is we need to go into you, then you, then you, then you, then you, then you. I'm sure I put iridium nuggets in there. I did. Game, you're misbehaving and not giving me my iridium. So solar panel. We need to make one of you and then smush you up. The reason I'm making so much uranium is I think uranium is a reasonably decent source of EMC later on. And then we need another advanced circuit, which is easy enough. So let's grab you guys this time. And then quantum solar panel. Now, I don't really know how much energy this is going to produce. We can have a look. It's currently nighttime, so we can't. So let's flop down in here. Get it to daytime, and then we'll go and have a look at our solar panel. So we're generating rate during the day is 1024 EU. So it's a reasonably... Every freaking time with this mod, I was just about to say it's a reasonably expensive crafting recipe. It's a reasonably expensive crafting recipe, and every freaking time with this mod, I forget to use the bloody wrench and destroy the actual machine casing, the actual machinery itself. So now I just have I went through all of that, and it gave me a basic machine frame. Not even an advanced machine frame, a basic machine frame. Oh, that's frustrating. I was about to say 1000 EU a tick is not even a bad generation rate. So if we go on to EU, this thing can store 800 million EU, which compared with RF is 3.2 gillion RF, or gigillion RF. So what? 3.2 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 divided by 8 0 0 0 0 0. So yeah, one EU is an awful lot of RF. So that's actually not a bad generation rate. So those solar panels are actually pretty dang powerful if you go up to the top level. Of course, if you're going to go on into Tech Reborn, always remember to break them with the right tool. Oh, I'm such a tool. There's a Supremium watering can. It doesn't make me feel better. I've got like 4 of them. Yeah, I've got 4 of them. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. That's just left me a little bit salt. That's left me a little bit salt. Not bad power generation, though. Does it actually have to get up to 100 million EU before it actually activates? Fair enough. Well, that's Tech Reborn completed. I might set up a few quantum solar panels. I might go through the crafting chain of them. I mean, the resources for the quantum solar panels aren't actually that hard to get. You saw I had plenty of titanium. I've got plenty of chrome. I've got plenty of refined iron. The main thing at the moment is the iridium. And as soon as I get my UU matter working, as soon as I get that working, if we look up uses for UU matter, which is this guy, if we look up uses and we go backwards, we can get aluminium dust, titanium dust, tungsten dust, platinum dust, tin, copper, lead. Where is it? I'm sure you're in here somewhere. Iridium ore. So we can get iridium ore. So that's not going to be too hard to get hold of. Because at the moment, to make iridium alchemical dust, this stuff, we need dark matter, which we don't have access to. So we can make the ore via UU matter as soon as we actually manage to get some UU matter in manufacturing. And that quantum solar panel probably would have helped. But no. So other than that, we've got the chickens underway. So let's have a look at our chickens. We've got a topaz chicken, which is what we wanted. We haven't got the rubber chicken yet. So we're still waiting for the rubber chicken to reproduce. But what we can do is we can add in a second one just to double the speed that we're going to get that chicken. So yeah, we're just waiting for the rubber chicken. And as we go up through the tiers, we'll get things all the way up to things like iridium. So other than that, we are now also into space and beyond, which wants us to make a circuit fabricator and a basic wafer. So a circuit fabricator costs 2 aluminium, 2 buttons, 2 aluminium wires, lever, redstone, torch, and furnace. So it's the aluminium wires we're not going to have yet. And we need 2 buttons. And there we go. There's a circuit fabricator. That wasn't hard. So let's bring you down for now. I think if I do it facing this way. Now, please tell me I don't have to break you with a specific wrench. No, you seem to break fine. I really do need to remember the fact that Tech Reborn stuff sort of breaks if you do it. So we need 2 silicon, a redstone torch, a redstone, and a diamond. Silicone, redstone, and redstone torches and diamond. We've got 4,700. I think we can spare a few diamonds. So we go diamond, redstone torch, silicon, and redstone. There we go. And this will produce us basic wafers over time. How are you doing? You are 67% of the way up. Yeah, an extra 1,000 EU a tick. I mean, it's getting 5,000 EU a tick in anyway, so Yeah, so 25,000 EU per tick is roughly 5,000, or 25,000 RF per tick is roughly 5,000 EU a tick. So 1,000 EU a tick is roughly 5,000 RF a tick. So that quantum solar panel is actually quite good indeed. And that should mean this thing is getting 7,000 EU a tick. Excellent. So we're now generating... So those things are actually like crazy powerful. I mean, I know they're not inside a compact machine, but they're crazy powerful. Yes, they can get destroyed if you mine them the wrong way, but they're not actually hard to make. You're looking at advanced alloy plating, chrome plating, advanced alloy plating. Yeah, advanced alloy plating, glass, crushed diamond, advanced alloy plating, iridium and diamond. You're looking at circuit boards, tungsten and circuit boards and redstone. And you're looking at chrome, titanium, carbon, advanced alloy and basic. Yeah, that's actually not hard to make. And they produce a lot of power. So hopefully this will now produce me some UU matter once this is full. And this will have produced me some basic plating. Lovely. So circuit fabricators make wafers, and that's the start of it. And then we want building satellites. You can't go to space yet. You don't know where to go. So that you don't get lost in space, you should send a satellite or a few first. To build a satellite, you're going to need a satellite builder. We also need a NASA workbench, and we need a compressor. Oh, we're getting up there. Let's have a look. Ah, I found out what I did wrong. Okay, so what I did wrong was I actually need to use a recycler. So it's now recycling nice and fast. It should be auto outputting as well. There we go. So now we're getting scrap from there. And now if we use scrap, we'll get UU matter. I was pretty sure in a previous version you just used pretty much anything to get UU matter. Now that's expensive. That takes a lot of energy to make one UU matter. And one UU matter isn't worth that much. One UU matter is a fraction of 24 redstone, or well, there we go, 24. So one UU matter is worth 6 redstone in that calculation. It's not that good, considering how much scrap we had to throw in there to get a single UU matter. Okay, so there we go. We've got a drawer set up with 30,000 bricks in it, and that's going to be dispensing scrap. I don't know if scrap boxes are more efficient. So I tell you what, let's try scrap boxes compared with scrap. So each scrap box is 9. So what we need to do is we need to find out how much scrap it takes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we were at 32. Okay, so it takes about 30. Okay, so it's slightly more efficient to use scrap boxes by the looks of it. Slightly more efficient to use scrap boxes. But now we know that we can generate scrap from archaic bricks and then generate UU matter from scrap. We can get into making more solar panels and things like that later on. So a compressor, advanced, ultimate compressor. So we need an anvil, basic wafer, copper iron. So we need to make an anvil, hard, and then everything else should be there. So that's easy enough. Crest makes compressed versions of metals, which somehow doesn't count as a plate. Fair enough. And then we need all of the different tiered spacesuit equipment. We need a satellite builder and a basic satellite. So, satellite builder, for which we need an advanced plate, which requires a redstone repeater. Four of them. of them. Silicon. And diamonds. And then we can throw these into our wafer maker, and that will make us... Ah, yes, and we also need the redstone. We're down to 700 redstone, so we're running sort of low on redstone at the moment, but not the end of the world. And we'll just make 10 sets of advanced wafers, because we're going to need advanced wafers for several things, including some of the more sort of out-of-the-way elements. Galacticraft is an interesting one. One person I know said they don't like Galacticraft because it's basically just a new dimensions mod. And it's like, okay, but what's wrong with a new dimension mod that's based around tech rather than being based around anything else? Like, surely having a new mod that does dimensions that's based around... Ah, this requires fuel. We want an electric compressor. I think we can make out of a compressor. Yes, we can, but we need compressed things first. We have a lot more blaze rod than we have coal, so we're going to burn some blaze rods. And then to make an electric compressor, we need compressed steel and compressed tin. Steel and tin. So you... And then we have the... I think there's another. I think there's a... maybe the electric one is the more advanced one. 3, 4... There we go. And then we need some tin ones. If we grab you, we should be able to make you into a electric compressor. Yay! And then do. And now this should be a lot quicker, because it's going to be doing 2 simultaneously. So it's going to be doing 4 plates. Yeah, 4 plates to go. So what do we need for the satellite builder? Compressed aluminium. And how are you doing? You've got a few stacks, slowly eating your way through that. Wish there was a way we could like add efficiency things. Like things to make the output more likely. We've got range, energy storage, transformer, and overclocker. Yeah, I don't think we've got anything that increases the kind of output. So, 1 satellite builder. There we go. And you need power from above, perhaps? Yeah, it looks like you need power from above. So let's grab our conduits. There you go. You can have power. And then we need a basic satellite. The basic satellite requires 24 solar panels and 6 basic satellite modules. So these require blue solar wafers, which is lapis, redstone, diamond, and silicon. So we need to throw some lapis in there. Good thing we're kind of swimming in resources. Let's throw in a bit of tin, because we're going to need some tin plates as well. probably need tin plates reasonably soon. But yes, this is what I'm going to be spending the next kind of like half hour doing, is basically just getting the resources together. So I'm going to be making solar wafers, I'm going to be making compressed aluminium, compressed steel, compressed tin, compressed copper, and I'm just going to be getting the resources together. And what we will do when we come back in the next episode is we will have UU matter, we will have galacticraft items, and we should have, fingers crossed we get a rubber chicken, and we should have the next stage of chickens. So before we go, let's just have a look what chickens it wants us to make next. It wants us to make lead, invar, osmium, mana steel, slag, sulfur, Palace, silver, redstonius, steel, malachite, leather, netherwort, lava, aluminium, gold, clay, glass, graphite, constantan, cupronickel, water, refined iron. Refined iron is a blotchy chicken, and a conductive iron chicken. So it wants us to make all of these. And just to show you that, like the lead chicken, to get the lead chicken, we have to breed together a cyan chicken and an iron chicken. So if we look up chickens in here, you can see that we've got a cyan chicken, and then we've got a, somewhere around here, iron chicken. So we just breed these two together. So one iron chicken and one cyan chicken bred together gets us a lead chicken. And it's literally just that, and then I walk away and wait for it to, basically wait for it to finish. It's going to be a little while, I think. So what I will do is I will generate some resources, and in the next episode we will come back and I will have a look at, well, we'll have a look at using UU matter, we'll continue down galacticraft, because, as far as I'm aware, like, we've got blood magic, which we got a few sessions ago, I just never claimed. So yeah, so powerful solar panels to look into, we've got galacticraft to look into, and we've got UU matter to look into. So it looks like it's going to be pretty fun. Thank you all for watching. I have been the Gaming Droid, this has been Modern Skyblock 3, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye, everybody.